We need a return to good common sense.
That's right.
Now I mentioned excellence. Excellence. That's progressive. Excellence is progressive. We're always reaching for more and more excellence, to do better, to become just a little bit better. Now, if the Prophet says he's prescribed that for everything, then if it's prescribed for everything, it's prescribed also for our common sense. So the common sense that we exercised maybe 1,000 years ago may be stupid now, in the face of all the things that are challenging common sense. Maybe it's a baby. Maybe that common sense will be a baby in the world today. So our common sense should be progressive, shouldn't it? It should be progressing. Man should be progressing his common sense. As the world becomes more difficult to live in, man should be improving upon his common sense ability.
Come on with it.
The growing excellence of common sense ability. Yes. The climate for that kind of protection and for that kind of growth is the Islamic climate. I don't know of any other climate. Now, as I said, when I get through, I'm going to give you a few minutes to tell me something. I don't know of any other climate.
That's right, brother. No do I.
No, I don't know of any. The climate for its life and for its progress is the Islamic climate, the Islamic environment, the Islamic climate. If you will read the Qur'an daily, can't read it daily, read it once a week.
Yes.
Can't read it once a week, read it in the month of Ramadan.
Yes.
If you just read it in the month of Ramadan and complete the Qur'an, that 1 month in the year will save the life of yourself.
I'm telling you.
No matter who you are, Joe,
Bear witness. Yes.
Mary, or whoever you are, you will save the life of yourself. The Qur'an, just reading it, being in touch with what's in the Qur'an, will condition your soul to live and not die. In spite of the foolishness and the ignorance and the confusion that just bombards you in this hellish world today. You will live, and you will live the good life. You will have the good life. Allah says that He wants us to have the good life. An establishment. God wants us to have establishments.
Right.
Good life and establishment. So don't be silly in religion to think that, well, some people are so dumb, they think that when they dirty themselves up real bad, they ain't supposed to wash up. Really, that's what people, I'm running into people like that, and they are so innocent, they are so sweet. They tell me, well, the reason why I haven't been to the mosque because I just didn't think I was clean enough.
You know you're right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Say, well, I don't pray. I haven't even prayed, so I just don't feel like I'm clean enough.
Yes, brother. That's right. Sure right. Think about it.
Well, look, when you get real dirty, don't you go to water? Are you ever too dirty to say, that water's too good for me? I don't want to misuse a good thing. Put that clean water on my dirty self. That's not common sense.
That's right.
That's the influence of some of those angelic religions that's prescribed for nothing but angels. A human being ain't got no place there. Yeah, that's what's got us thinking that way. You ain't supposed to think that way. When you get dirty, you go get water. Clean up. You ain't got no water, go out in the fresh air. Let the air blow on you. Excuse me. Do something about it. Find something that take away bad sin. Now Allah says that the prayer, the wudu, make wudu. At least approach it, but make what step? Hell, wash up. Make ablution. Do ablution. Wash up. Clean yourself up. Are you too filthy to wash? No. So say, well, I don't feel like I'm acceptable in Allah's presence. If all of us was acceptable in Allah's presence, Allah would have never prescribed this religion for us.
Now think of that.
Why would he give us this religion if all of us are acceptable in his presence?
Good question.
This religion is to dress us up, clean us up and dress us up, so we will be acceptable and feel acceptable. Huh? So don't ever think you're too dirty to go wash up. Please don't do that again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now let us move to something else. Again, looking at the problem in religion. Something that when Allah says in the Qur'an, "Inna an-nafsa la'amarati bis-su'," surely the la'amara, the per self, or the self or the soul that is la'amara, it is prone to sin. It tends to commit sin. Headed for sin. We think, influenced by these overly puritanical religions, we buy the same idea that flesh is nasty. Look, if my flesh is a sin and my flesh is evil, or my flesh is a vessel for demons, what the hell I'm doing there? Now, if you got an animal that you like, you don't put that animal in something that's not good for it. You try to get a nice little house for that animal, or a nice little space for that animal. The living quarters you put it in, you want it to be compatible.
Right.
You want it to be compatible with the life of the animal, don't you? Yeah, you don't take your nice animal and put him in a dung mold. So I'm gonna make a dung mold. He's gonna live in a dung mold. No, you don't do that. So I'm gonna put him in a latrine. I'm gonna let him stay in the latrine. He's gonna spend his life in the latrine. You don't do that,
brother.
Now, do you think God is gonna do something like worse than terrible? Oh, you're a human being, but I'm gonna put you in a beast body. Make a fine human being. I'm gonna stick him in a beast body. Yeah, there are those who go astray in religion, and they want us to think that all flesh is the beast. All flesh is the beast. So the human being has to work against his flesh because this is the beast. He's born in the beast body. I think there's a beauty in this also. The Prophet was where the funeral procession was going by. And when the body came, what they call the body? I can't think of the name. No. Yeah, beard. When it was coming by, the Prophet stood up. Now, the Prophet was not in the habit of standing up for big shots. Little shots are big shots. He didn't have this habit we got. This is a Western. There's somebody come and you jump up, You jump up out of your seat, Hello, how do you do, Prophet didn't do that. You come, he's sitting here, well, you standing, I'm sitting. That's all. That's all right. But the dead body, he got up, stood up, the dead body.
Yes, sir.
And they asked for an explanation. And the Prophet said that this body, in word common for the few words, this body was obedient to its creator. This body was obedient to its creator. So, wasn't the Prophet telling us it is not the flesh that disobeys, but it's the thinking in the flesh that disobeys? Not the flesh that is disobedient, not the flesh that wants to oppose God. It is the thinking in the flesh, not the flesh. He said this body did not disobey its creator God, its Lord. Huh?
Good, son. Sweet.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now, you might say, well, my body tell me to take a walk down there to the liquor store and get me some liquor. No, your body is not telling you that.
All right, sir.
Your mind is telling you that.
All right.
And your body is letting you go and is willing to take you.
Thank you.
Because you have refused to heed the warning from your body so many times until the body say, I've got a master that's making me do what I don't want to do. But he's my master, so I'm going to walk him on down to the liquor store again.
All right.
No, your body ain't doing it. Your body is your servant. Allah created your body to be your servant. And the first time you tell your body to do something wrong, your body says, no,
Go ahead, brother.
Just like when you get close to that fire, you may never got burned in your life. But something, no. First time you went to grab somebody's money and some money didn't belong to you, some said,
Walk on, brother.
If you were raised not to drink and religion taught you shouldn't drink, first time you thought to get you liquor, some said, no, don't do that. That's wrong. And so it goes for every other sin. If you consciously approach sin, something in this body, in this nature, said, no, don't do it.
Yes, sir, brother. Yes, sir.
You got daredevils. They take all kind of risks.
That's right.
And they be facing death, looking at it. Some artists draw a description of it to show how near he was getting to it and how sure it was. They paint the picture of a skeleton. You know, looking at it, say, come on, skeleton looking at it, and he just, but something told him, don't do that. And of course he gets to death, something says, don't do that. But if he's a big enough daredevil, he just goes right on. He eats no water. Huh?
Yes, sir.
So in the Qur'an, this nafs al-amara is not what we think it is. Nafs al-amara. This is not saying flesh is sinful. This is saying that you can give yourself to just blind action, following your impulses, just blind action. You can give yourself to that so much until there builds up a compulsive tendency to just keep on going in that direction. You're following it compulsively. They're compulsive spenders. And that's the last woman I want in my house. A compulsive spender. I'm telling you. Now I think I'll join the monks before I accept a compulsive spender handling my bank account.
Brother, yes, brother.
She may be in the house, but I guarantee you she ain't handling my bank account.
Yes, brother.
That compulsive spender, you can't have it, brother, if you want to get means. No. And it falls on you, then you're just killing yourself. You're just committing suicide.
Yes, sir.
You want to get better off in life, and you're just a compulsive spender.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Going out there just buying, ain't checking nothing. Yes, sir. Just throwing it out there, and just getting and taking it, and never have anything.
That's it.
If somebody take care of you, pretty soon they ain't gonna have anything. Right? You like quicksand and worse.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so this la amarati, see, la is an intensive. The use in the Arabic grammar, the use of the letter, the la, is an intensifier. La. It says intense. That's what it says. It says intense. La amara. The emphasis is intensified. The emphasis on that is intensify. So the word, the very word itself, and this is another power of the Quranic language. To say in the language, to give in the language exactly what's happening in the subject, whatever the subject is. So the language is really a perfect picture of the subject itself. The language is saying, La Amara, got to intensify, and it's talking about that intense tendency in you to just be compulsive. Jump the gun. Do it without thinking. Well, certainly I know that leads to sin. Huh? Yeah, that kind of tendency in us will definitely lead to sin. And that's what Allah is saying. That's right. But how do you come to that state? Allah didn't create any nafs al-amara. Allah created nafsan wahida. One. Huh? One. And it can perform in certain ways. Or it takes 3 stages of development. After a while it becomes compulsive. Then you are a demanding person. Yes. I've got to have this. I'll kill you, nigga, if you don't give it. Yeah, we got to kill you if you don't give them $20. I'll kill you, nigga. I need $20. I got to have $20, nigga. There's a compulsive urge to go out there and get that drink or whatever, right? That smoke or whatever. Gonna kill you if you don't give him the money to go out there and get his thing. Or